There is a particular time when I was 15 years old, I had trouble. I had trouble with science, And I used to play football on the pitch. And I see that the person, my senior that was playing football with me, he understood science. I said, please. I used to get bad marks. In fact, I used to be ashamed of the subject because I was in secondary school. So the person now was able to help me with the science and with the mathematics. That was 1988 till 1991, 3 years. And in those 3 years, it changed my life. I was not able to understand science and maths. That was 1991. He was able to help me throughout that journey. And I said, this man has really helped me with the science. So I was able to navigate my life, to do science, to do engineering. In fact, I did chemical engineering, I read civil engineering in Africa before coming to UK. And then, with the foundation that the person has given me, and when he was giving me the foundation, I was not a Christian. Look at the story. So because of that, after giving me the science, he would tell me, do you believe in Jesus? I said, oh, Mr. T, we are here to do mass now. My parents are Muslim. How will you be talking about Jesus? See? We will do some trigonometry or all those things. After some time, we say, oh, remember Jesus loves us. I know, maths, let's do this. I was a youth. And I began to ask questions. I was asking questions. So throughout that journey, he would teach, he would preach, he would teach, he would bring Jesus. At the end of the day, in 1991, 92, I was now able to give my life to Jesus. Through this person, through my own problem, I came with a problem. He solved the problem plus what? Jesus. Now, that was 1991. I now moved on in life. So in 2021, that was 30 years later, I was still looking for this my teacher. Where is he? But later I was in Africa sometime ago. I was looking for him just to give him 50,000. Let me just say, I want to say thank you. Now he came to UK 2021. This Facebook thing. We now discovered ourselves. Mr. T, I was so excited that I finally found my lost teacher after what? 30 years. Say, oh, by the way, what are you doing now? What are you doing in the UK? I said, I am a maths teacher and I am a pastor. Imagine, from 1991. So he was shocked. Say, oh, what about, because he came to do some study. And miraculously, I've been to 4 universities in UK as well. Say, with this foundation. So after some time, he now had trouble in the program he was doing. How to finish the IT program in the school. They called Japan. That was when they tried to come. When he said, he was in trouble. That meant somebody in the day of trouble. I said, I now prayed. But miraculously, God now used myself to help to remember my teacher in the day of his trouble. He was able to graduate. I was so happy. I'm fulfilled for life. Can you see that? So that means that everybody has time. In that time, I was like the Butler. I remember my teacher when? This day. So God will put it in your heart to remember somebody. Because God has used people to remember you for good.